As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. Here's 1st and 10. Pistol give to Stevenson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Stevenson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantages in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you, and they find a way to take advantage.
A gain there of 11. 1st down, New England. He'll drop to throw. That's to the right side and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
12 yards on that hookup. Good for a Patriots 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And the Patriots are going to have a 1st and goal. Very nearly a touchdown. He's going to be marked out of bounds just shy of the pylon. A 1st down there. Gain of 14 yards. From the 1-yard line. 1st down and goal. And they'll run it here with Stevenson. And that big offensive line. Clearing space. He's in. Ramondre Stevenson. Touchdown, New England. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
In motion now, it's Collins. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Now deep ball here for Collins.
There's big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
They're trying to hit him with a screen. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here today. Bootleg. He'll look to throw. And this ball batted away. And incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, like not only rotating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
To throw. And a good effort there defensively. He's knocked away and incomplete.
The whole idea of the play action pass is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. That is well done there, converting on 3rd and 15. They'll look to throw again. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They'll look to throw. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL. Like, I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. The field goal unit is out for the Titans. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. And this one is blocked.
Yeah, it just felt like that one was out of rhythm from the start, Mike. So what you're looking for is the kicker, the holder, and the long snapper to be able to all work in unison. And it just seemed that half-second delay getting into the motion gave the defense all it needed to get through and block that kick.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll run. Stevenson. And some good running there. He'll fall forward for about 7. Second down and 3. We'll go right back to Stevenson. And he'll take this one forward for about 3. And that's a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Out comes Sly for the extra point. He's got it. The Patriots move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here, and he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. In motion now, it's Collins. Taking off. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. One of the Patriots has it. Well, he certainly turned that into something on the move. Downfield, it looked like he was gaining yards, but then loses control, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Early on, Mike, it looked like it was going to be a really good play by the quarterback, turning to his legs, getting some pretty good yardage with his feet, but then he failed to not only protect himself, but mostly protect the ball. Defense is able to put a hit on him, jar the ball loose, and now they'll take over after the big takeaway.
1st and 10. They're sending Mason in motion. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points, give the ball back to your offense, and see if they can start chipping away.
We'll try to set up the screen to Stevenson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Sly's kick is good. And the Patriots stake themselves to a 17-0 lead.
I think apart from the wind, when you talk about kicking in the elements, Mike, I think the snow has to be the kicker's worst nightmare. It's just so hard to have the confidence that when you stick that plant foot, it's not going to give way. So give credit. That was really well done.
Titans offense back onto the field for their next possession. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive as they'll begin here with first down. In motion now, it's Collins. The drive will start on the ground. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. But will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Man in motion, heading left. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. 2 minutes remaining here in this first half. We're back to Foxborough after this. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. Be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Patriots offense ready to get back to work. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. He'll look deep, left sideline, and he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He's taken down just shy of the 10.
The start to this drive, back-to-back, 2 big plays, and after that nice long run, all of a sudden you find yourself first down inside the red zone.
Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. Now again running right, it is Stevenson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. They'll look to run with Stevenson. And he will dive into the end zone. Stevenson. Touchdown, New England. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. Slides at the point, up and good. And the Pats are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. Safe kick taken at the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. Well, this snow not abating at all. If anything, might be coming down a little bit harder as we are underway here in the third. And a past 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Patriots offense and Ramondre Stevenson heading out onto the field. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Start on the ground with Stevenson. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Throwing right. It's taken in. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A throw here. It's backwards. He might be looking to throw this. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll work the middle this time with Stevenson. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
First down, they'll stay with Stevenson on the ground. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. A throw there on 2nd down. Going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one. They let him off the hook.
Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. To the right side, and Kurt's got it.
There's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make. I can tell you firsthand, Mike, snowy conditions are tough for everybody, but they can be especially tough on the kickers. You just can't practice this. There's nothing you can do to simulate your plant foot, your ground. In this case, it winds up no good.
And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. Not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead.
And that is incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A run here with Stevenson. And a nice run there on first down, getting 8. Setting up second and 2. They'll go again here with Stevenson. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So, first and 10 here now at the 38. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. What a big play there for New England. And even 30 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
On the carry, it's Stevenson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they are in great shape. Ball resting on the 9. First down and goal. Here's a run. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Bell is the man in motion. He'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Patriots. Slides, extra point, up and And the Patriots move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over once more. They're in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And find some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll throw out of the gun. He's going to look for the home run ball. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock will stop. Likely one more play in this 3rd quarter.
This has really just been the story of the entire game. They just seem out of sync, don't they? I mean, they desperately need to find a way to just get some points on the scoreboard, any way it takes. They don't complete on the deep pass there. Keep shooting for it, because at some point, something's going to break your way, and they desperately need it.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. Only need a yard, and it's 4th down. They'll try to run.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
Now a toss. Running left, it's Stevenson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Quick throw, taken in. Into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content to hand this ball off. Not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays, and they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows. Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game up to nothing.
And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to a game.
The ball carrier by number 14. The tackle made at the 12-yard line. A 4-yard gain.
Joey Sly comes on. They'll try the field goal here. His kick is good. The Pats add on to their lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over once again. Things not looking good. But see if we get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receivers.
His offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This is a great example of the game within the game. They're making what they call Mike declaration, and that's what sets the responsibilities of all the protectors. And in this case, the Mike was the one who came. He's unblocked, and he's able to get home.
Now they'll set up to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that second down play.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
And on third down, that ball incomplete. The Titans sending out their punt. He's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Patriots offense ready to see what they can do. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They're not disappointed, as they have the advantage here in the 4th. Second down and 8. I'll give up the middle to Stevenson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Stevenson. They're going to work this down inside the 45. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. They'll run. Stevenson. They'll take this down to the 43. A short pickup there. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll give this to Stevenson, running right. And that's good run support on the edge. Nice tackle out wide. It'll hold them to a gain of 2. Third and 6. He'll drop to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
This is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. And you look out there and you have a mismatch. You have a linebacker or a safety on your running back. He's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.